boundarylessness really is a strange thing when you are healing and looking at it from the standpoint of it's just weird. It's like you offer people without asking, like you offer other people into situations without asking them if it's okay. And I mean that's just one example of the unfolding of this absurdity. Um, Healing from all of that stuff is so interesting because now I'm looking at it in the sense that it's like, wow, I can't believe I ever lived life that way. I can't believe that I was raised with boundarylessness. I can't believe that I was raised to be somebody who put everybody else first, right? Um, and it's so strange. It's like you got to know that you begin somewhere and you end somewhere, right? That just has to be known. That really has to be understood. Because if that's not understood, you're going to end up living a life exploiting yourself, and obviously that's not sustainable over the long term. It's really not sustainable. So when it comes to healing and especially setting boundaries, there's a good chance that you're going to look at it and you're going to recognize it as very strange, right? Because you're going to see how society operates. Society is dysfunctional, and that needs to be made clear. Society is not functional because it is not a functional thing to look at a media that tells you all these different things about these people's lives. You know, like when I look at celebrities and everything, and this goes into the video that I made yesterday or the day before. When you look at how the media approaches things, right? The media doesn't have boundaries. They're telling you all these different things about these celebrities' lives, things that you don't need to know, right? So the media like exploits boundarylessness, and that teaches people that it's okay to just you know barge in and all that stuff, and it's not. It's never been okay. It never will be okay, and that's a problem. Um, it's not okay to offer somebody else in a situation without previously asking them. That's a boundary violation. It's not okay to focus on somebody else's life and their struggles and not look at your own. That's not okay. Whether or not that's a boundary violation, it's just a waste of time and energy. Why would you look at somebody else's life? You've got your entire life to look at. It's not okay to call somebody a piece of shit because that's a boundary violation. That is a projection of one's own feelings for one's own self, right? Um, so when you actually like take a step back and look at everything from the bigger picture and like recognize like what's actually going on there, when when you were previously boundaryless and you didn't have any limits, right? And then you take a step back from that and you start healing that, and then you start setting boundaries, and you know where you begin, you know where you end, you know that it's not your job to rescue people. Life, it becomes a lot more transformed, I guess the word is to use. Um, you actually internally you get a lot more peaceful. And the reason that you get a lot more peaceful is because you're not being sucked into the tumultuous. I need to say that word one more time because I don't think I said it the right way. Tumultuous. There we go. Nature of the chaotic reality of just everyone's energy. Like you don't need to be tuned in. There's only one person that you need to be tuned into, and that's yourself. But because of how responsible some people have learned to be for other people's lives, it's just not accurate, obviously. But like the boundarylessness, like it's just so strange. Like we live in a very interesting era, and I think that now we're seeing things shift because people are like recognizing like, yeah, no. Like you're not going to come up to me and put your phone in my face and expect me to drop everything that I'm doing and just get sucked into your universe. Like, no, like respect my boundaries, respect my personal space. I didn't ask you to show me something, like it's just very interesting. And I'm actually a lot less interested in those boundaryless dynamics than I used to be. Like the chaotic flow of things, the unpredictability used to be a different feeling. And now the more that I settle with, like just just meditation, like not even just meditation, like centering myself with myself. I think that's the best way to put it. Centering myself with myself. It changes everything. It really does. When you bring all of your awareness, all of your energy, all of your focus and intention back to yourself and realize that you've just been plugging yourself into noise for the longest time ever and you wasted a bunch of time and energy on things that didn't matter, it changes, it completely transforms how you approach life moving forward. Um, it's exciting to be in that space of awareness, and I'm very excited and curious to see what the future looks like.